Oh, YouTube, what is really good? My name is Eevee, color coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is gonna be week 9 of the WBE. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched the past 8 weeks, go binge watch them right now. They have been, spoiler alerts, fantastic for us. We're currently 8-1. We lost last week to Sam Fu, in which, after doing so, I made the very bold claim of, I promise you I won't lose if we rematch, and I probably shouldn't promise that because Sam's team is nuts and Sam also plays very, very meticulously, but I promise if we do face off again, I will try my hardest. This week's battle decides whether or not I get a round 1 bye, so I'm really trying to lock it up because I will be out of town the weekend that the next battle would be done, so just having that bye would be great. I promise something will go up on my channel, but I don't know what yet. Also, spoiler alerts, if you haven't seen already, or I don't know if I haven't even announced this yet because I haven't done it so far. I'm recording this in advance, obviously, but we are now part of the APA, so we are part of APA Season 5. That is an Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Draft League. So if you enjoy this content, hopefully you will migrate over there and enjoy that. But anyways, our opponent today is Galactic Elliot. Elliot had a pretty rough start this season, but he's really picked up steam. Let me pull up his team right now because I don't actually have it up yet, and I should because I always have it up because I always read off what the other team has. So Elliot had a really rough start, but I think he's actually rattled off like a fair few wins in a row. His team is actually really threatening. It is Mega Beedrill, Aerodactyl, Rapidash, Alolan Raichu, Slowbro, Kangaskhan, Marowak, Vileplume, Butterfree, Dugong. So I am fully predicting just Beedrill, Aerodactyl, Rapidash, Alola, Raichu, Slowbro, and then Vileplume. I think those are his best 6 against me. That being said, I could also see not wanting to bring 2 water types since I just have access to Zapdos. So we will see on that front. But yeah, Zapdos does a lot of work this week. Speaking of the devil, he also has much like few of my opponents have. He has guaranteed rocks against me. If he just leads Aerodactyl, he gets rocks up. So to sort of counteract that, my go-to plan is just to lead Kingler. Kingler puts a hurt on anything, and I think I would almost always just click. It's between Crabhammer or Agility. It depends on whether or not he brings the Vileplume. If he doesn't bring the Vileplume, then I just click. If he doesn't bring the Vileplume, I just click Agility turn 1 because Kingler can actually break through a ton of his team. If he does bring the Vileplume, I'd probably just click Crabhammer and try to get out. So we are bringing the Tapatio. This is a Will-O-Wisp set. This set can actually live a hit from Mega Aerodactyl from full. It's not a Mega Aerodactyl, thank God. We can live a hit from Aerodactyl and Beedrill. I'm relatively certain. Let me run the Beedrill calc really quick, actually, because I ran Aerodactyl calcs because I lost Mega Aerodactyl last weekend. Fun fact, I didn't actually know this. Mega Aerodactyl picked up every single one of Sam's kills last week. I didn't know that until now I'm not even sure of the name of the guy. There's a guy who like helps us with our docs, and I don't even know his name off the top of my head, which is kind of awful. So I'm gonna pull up Discord and look it up. But he pointed it out to me, and I just didn't know that before he mentioned it. That guy Harvey. So that guy Harvey, who, you know, thank you so much to him. Shout out to him. He's managing like our docs and stuff. He pointed out that Mega Aerodactyl got every single kill, and I didn't grasp that in the moment. I didn't even come close. I mean, it makes sense. The Mon is stupid busted. Okay, so Mega Charizard X always lives a Rock Slide from Aerodactyl, and we always live an Earthquake. So I think the goal would be to be Mega Evolved in against Aerodactyl at full health, Will-O-Wisp it, then Roost. And then if we miss our Willow, our Charizard just goes down. Which, I mean, isn't the worst. Like, Charizard's definitely good. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my win con. My win con is Zapdos and Kingler. Those are my win cons this week. 100%. I think. We'll see. So we're going to bring this Charizard set. It's pretty standard, pretty close to what we've been bringing. We're just switching like the 3rd move for Will-O-Wisp because I think that has more relevancy than... Oh, I was supposed to look up the Beedrill calc. I think that has more relevancy than just packing like Thunder Punch or any other random set. So Mega Beedrill, obviously we could just kill it, which is probably the go-to. Just Flare Blitz it. But let me look up really quick. Do we live... I think I should look up Drill Run because I know it gets Drill Run. And I think we should look up X-Scissor, which I think we resist. Because those are the 2 strong. So we always live a Drill Run too, as long as we are above 62% health, which I won't be able to gauge that in the moment, but still, we always live it. I'm just like doing all these pre-game calcs because now I'm nervous. Should I switch Flare Blitz for Flamethrower on this really quick? because if I don't need Flare Blitz, that would be beneficial. I just don't like running Flare Blitz when I don't need it, but at the same time, I don't have a mixed Charizard yet, like a Charizard with a mixed nature, so sometimes that really, really impedes me. Yeah, so we're running Flare Blitz this week. Okay, easy peasy. All right, so that's enough on Charizard. This is the Kingler we're bringing. This Kingler puts in a ton of work. I think I'm gonna switch Rock Slide to Brick Break, because looking at his team, Rock Slide is really only good against the Mega Beedrill, which I'm pretty sure just falls to Crab Hammer. It's the one thing that we can hit Vileplume for neutrally. Well, I guess X-Scissor does too, and it's gonna hit harder, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna run some pregame calcs because I am stressed. So let's look up Crab Hammer, and then let's look up, I need to know if this kills Beedrill in one hit, which I'm pretty sure it does. I can't fathom it not. Yeah, it's a clean KO. So Mega Beedrill, and then the only other thing that Rock Slide hits is Butterfree, which I don't predict him bringing, but at the same time, I think he got a sweep off with it not so long ago. So Crab Hammer doesn't, it's a 43.8%. Oh wait, this is not an Adamant Kingler. All right, Crab Hammer always OHKOs. All right, I forgot, because my Kingler's Adamant, which is dope. So it's always going to hit harder than expected. Okay, so I think that we need to switch Rock Slide for Brick Break. I'll do that after I finish talking about my mons. This is a really interesting set for Gengar. I don't know how good it is. If he brings Kangaskhan, Kangaskhan walls this thing for days. But other than that, I think this is a pretty reasonable set, because we can, like, most Pokemon that have a super effective hit against Gengar only have like one move that they can hit it with super effectively. Like he has a Slowbro, for instance, or he has, which I think we get close to OHKOing the Slowbro. I don't know. I'm not going to second guess it. I think that this is good against potentially the Alolan Raichu, the Slowbro, anything that has a ground type attack that I'm faster than, which really boils down to, or if something just switches in on a sub, you know, if something just switches in on a sub like Aerodactyl or Beedrill, then I can go for a disable after whatever move they use. I don't know. It could be bad. It could be really bad. I might leave the sub, but I might get rid of disable. I'm going to change this team up, I think. I'm going to change the Rock Slide to Brick Break, and I'm going to change that. And then the Tauros is pretty standard. He has access to a few status mons, so I want to have access to Facade. I just really think I need that. Specifically, the Rapidash could Will-O-Wisp me, and we never OHKO the Rapidash, so I just want to have access to something to be able to abuse, like, if I get burned. This is the Agility Zapdos. We're bringing the Agility back. Agility Zapdos, I think, tears through his team. The only thing that lives hits is Marowak on his team, I'm pretty sure. Everything else just goes down pretty quickly. Oh, and the Alolan Raichu. The Alolan Raichu is actually relatively good against Zapdos. And then we have the big boy here, the beautiful Rhydon, the Bubba. I think Ice Punch is the best move to have as like a tech move. Superpower doesn't really do much against his team. I can't stay in on anything that Mega Horn would be good against, so I don't see the point in bringing it. So yeah, that's I'm so frazzled. I'm so frazzled. I just got home from work. This is going up, or we're battling a little bit later than expected, just specifically because I got caught in traffic and I had to stay after school to help a student. So I'm a little frazzled. Let me see if Elliot has gotten with me. Squirtle, Jigglypuff, Squirtle when you're ready. Type period when you put it in. Okay, cool. So I am going to, I'm going to keep you with me through this entire process. You're watching me get ready. This is a get ready with me video, except it's not nearly as interesting. I am going to tech, it's not really going to be a tech. I think I'm going to, well, I guess it is. I'm going to tech Thunderbolt as the final move on Gengar. Or actually, I'll tech Taunt. Does that make sense? I think so. No. That can't be right. I could do Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp seems good, except not really. I think I am just going to tech... Because I need a fourth move, roughly, right? I don't think the disable... I think... You know what? I'm going to rock out with the disable. It was what I had in mind going in, so let's just continue with that. No. I can't force myself to do it. I'm going to put Thunderbolt in that slot. Or rather, I'm just going to put Sludge Bomb. I think that's like a pretty reasonable call. I could be wrong in bringing Sludge Bomb over anything else. Actually, let's put Toxic. Toxic actually seems like the GOAT here. because it'll always hit, and if we sub-toxic with a little bit of recovery, I can get behind that. I think disable was a little bit rash for me. I don't know why I did that. All right, so I'm messaging Elliot, putting it in. I'm putting in the code. I mean, I'm not yet, but I will be momentarily. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna stay with you. I normally cut here, but I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling like staying with you. You guys are gonna watch me do this. It's gonna be great. What do you say? Squirt, puff, squirt. Squirtle, Jigglypuff, Squirtle. Let's go get this bread, brothers. Good luck. Have fun. All right. Let's go get this bread, brothers. Okay, so like I said, if he brings the Vileplume, it affects my turn 1 play, but I still think I lead off with Kingler, just because him getting up rocks is so good. So yes, this is my party. It seems weird not bringing Jinx. I've been a big fan of Jinx this league. I'm not gonna lie. What do you have access to, Bubba? So he does bring the Vileplume. This is a little bit different than I expected. This is a lot different than I expected. So he still brings his 3 really fast mons, and then 3 bulky boys. So his rocker is probably actually the Marowak. Okay, so I still think I lead Kingler in this instance. If he leads Vileplume, he kind of gets me, because then he probably just gets to Sleep Pad or something, because I have to switch out. And then at that point, I don't even know what I let get slept. I think probably the Tauros. I think the Tauros is least pivotable. I think the Tauros is the least impactful mon I have, but at the same time, it does pretty good work against a lot of his team. So I mean, that's why it's here, obviously. I should have like ran calcs to see if Surf on Tauros did more than Rock Slide against Aerodactyl, because I bet it does. Tauros, if you don't know, gets for some reason all of the special attacks in the world. What is this thing? Okay, see, we read the lead, so we can kill this thing on turn 1, which is fantastic. He gets rocks up, which I'm not a fan of, but he has enough mons on his team that Charizard outspeeds for me to like switch in and get that roost off, which is really important. Okay, so like I said, since he brought the Vileplume, I'm just going to click Crabhammer. I have no other play. There's no other play to make in my mind. We are mono Crabhammer locked here. If this misses, that's really bad for us, just so we're clear on that. He also might switch out into the Vileplume from the get-go, but I really should have ran how much damage Adamant Kingler did to Vileplume. Like, I'd be willing to trade rocks for this mon's soul. I'm not gonna lie. Just because Eros outspeeds my entire team. It's pretty good offensively against me. Like, it does a ton of damage against everything. He just withdraws. See, I think this is a smart play. He's just gonna go on the Vileplume, which is smart. This is the play he should be making. This should still chunk. I also can't just let Kingler go down here. Like, I wish that, I wish I'd ran calcs. I know that an X-Scissor won't kill. I know an X-Scissor won't kill. So I'm actually gonna go out into Tauros here. Because like I said, I think Tauros is probably the most expendable Pokemon I have access to. And then we can double out into just actual anything else. Unless he pulls a clever double. If he pulls a clever double into something to allow him to like go to get rocks up, yeah. Okay, so we avoid, which is really fortunate for us, but pretty unfortunate for Elliot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go for the double edge here. I don't think it'll kill, and if he's savvy, I think he'll actually switch out into Aerodactyl here. If he's savvy. If he can read me just going for like the basic double edge, I think he switches out here. That would be my line. Oh, he just stays in. I mean, either way, he gets free rocks up at some point if he wants it. So this damage is really crucial here. Okay, so Tauros is asleep. That's fine. I'm actually going to go out now into Zapdos. Or is that correct? I'm going to go out into Charizard. I think that's the better line to take here. I can't fathom him like trying to preserve this Vileplume for anything. Oh, Reflect was not bad in this situation, my boy. Good thing I have Brick Break on the Kingler. I mean, this won't last for very long. We also still, I think, just kill this thing, right? Like, I should just kill this thing. I don't think he'll save it. Oh, he does. This is wild. What is he switching out to? Marowak? I'm assuming he has rocks on this too. Either way, getting Charizard in before rocks, like getting Charizard in Mega Evolve before rocks come up is big game in my opinion. Like in my opinion, that's big game. So this is gonna do just like absolute nothing, which I'm fine with. But I'm also just, that did so much for being behind a Reflect. Holy, all right, I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Just because he probably gets rocks up. I can't really stop him from doing that. But Will-O-Wisping this thing and then going out into Kingler to get off a clean Brick Break seems like good game to me. Like not literally I win the game on the spot, but it's pretty good for me, I guess is what I'm getting at. All right, what do you do here? Stealth Rock, yeah, that's fine. All right, so I'm actually just gonna switch out into Kingler here. He like, I think he no longer has a switch into it. I'm gonna switch out into Kingler here and go for an agility. It seems really good in this spot. Because what does he have access to? Yeah, that seems so good. All right, so let's switch out into Kingler. Especially if he just like stays in and goes for something like an EQ. Because I can go for an agility. I can get a Brick Break off on just actual anything. Like the only thing I'm worried about, I guess, switching in is the Vileplume. If he doubles into the Vileplume right now, well, he can't do that. There's no way. It's just like the Marowak's no longer a threat. It's neutralized. He probably stays in because it's right. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Sword Stance. I'm super okay with this. Like, I've never been more okay with anything in my entire life. Because his attack's half, so he's basically at neutral. I can't fathom him having an attack that does enough to me for me to care. Like, I'm gonna agility, and then I'm going to... Also, like, how many turns of Reflect have we burned? Set up Reflect on turn 2? I don't know what... I should have had a counter going. I think Kingler's about to punch a big hole in this team. I think Kingler's about to punch a big hole in this team. Let's see it. I have my blanket here. It's my little security blanket because I'm cold. Doesn't even make sense. It's just my security blanket. He withdraws. This is it, boys. So we definitely kill this thing with an X-Scissor at the range attack because it's so damaged. We can't go for Brick Break just yet. Like, we just can't. The Reflect wears off. Whew. All right, watch this. Catch this X-Scissor. You're not living this. 0% chance. I think his only mon that has a chance of living is the Kangaskhan. Has a chance of surviving something. I think everything else we cover with our moveset. I wish I would have ran Calcs to see how much Kingler does to Kangaskhan. If like I mentioned this at the beginning, but I'm in the APA right now and we can run Calcs in that league. Like I get why we can't now, because what, one mon has died and there's 14 minutes on the clock. We have 14 minutes left. Oh man, stalling out those Reflect turns was clutch. I just don't think he has anything left at this point. Like I think we OHKO the rest of his team, except the Kangaskhan. But now it's a Crabhammer's base what? So we can't run Calcs, but I think I already have Crabhammer pulled up. What's Crabhammer's base power? 100. So with Stab, it goes to 150. So I think we just Brick Break here. So it's the same base damage, right? And it's 100% accurate. Yeah, we just Brick Break here. I don't think this will kill, but it does over half, which is all... Oh! Oh, please live. Yes! Don't para. Oh my god, you got me. No. On a 10% chance, gutter trash. Gutter, absolute gutter trash. Will we be able to kill this thing? No. Oh my goodness, I'm upset. That was gutter. Like, that was gutter trash. I mean, I shouldn't be this upset about it, but that was an absolute, like, there's no way, dog. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm going for the Stealth Rock here. This thing gets surf. Now I'm just throwing this thing away because Rhydon probably dies to this, right? Okay, we lived. I think it's actually worth saving Rhydon at this point. Actually, will he predict me to do that and not go for surf? I don't know. God, that was such trash. I'm really upset by that. I'm really, really upset by that. Because all we had to do was not get parried. Realistically. Like, that's it. All we had to do is not get parried. Like, if we didn't get parried, I think we just, like, win the game with Kingler. That's so frustrating. I've been really chill about, like, all of these games so far, I feel like, but that was infuriating. That was infuriating. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going out into my Zapdos here. I don't know if I should be setting up a agility or I don't know. I think I'm going to set up an agility. Actually, I think I just click Thunderbolt. I think we just get rid of this thing. I can roost on something else. God, that was so infuriating. Like, legitimately, I think that para might win in the game. Ugh. I'm upset. I'm so upset. It's a 10% chance. Like, 9 out of 10 times we win this game, just with Kingler. Because it OHKOs the rest of his team. And also, Kingler takes nothing from damage from anything else. Like, we OHKO the Raichu with X-Scissor. We OHKO the Aerodactyl, and we can even miss. Like, with the Aerodactyl and the Beedrill, we can miss one attack each. Just goes down to Raichu, right? Oh, this thing? Yeah, that also makes sense. Oh, I'm so frustrated right now. Like, I'm so beyond frustrated. I am going to click Roost here. Because I don't know what he's going to do. I want to see. I guess if he predicted me to Roost and goes for Earthquake, that's pretty good for him. Rock Slide. That's fine. We'll take nothing from this. I'm going to go ahead and set up my agility. We like almost 3-hit KO this thing from this range. This will put him in like another awkward position. If his Raichu doesn't have Toxic, I think we actually can beat it in this 1v1 scenario. Oh my goodness. I'm so frustrated about how that went down. I need my Zapdos to be as close to full health as it can. So I'm actually going to click Roost one more time, and then I'm going to start going for Drill Pecks. We're at 9 minutes. So I start going for Drill Pecks here. He goes for Sword Stance. Makes sense. Drill Peck does in the 30 range, I think. I mean, he's probably a defensive nature. I would imagine he's like not adamant or anything. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. So we'll take a little chip here. And then I just need to worry about the Raichu, I think. Which I think we can 1v1 naturally. I think we can 1v1 the Raichu naturally. I just want to check. Because he resists both my attacks. His defense is 50 and his SpDef is 85. So I think I just go for Thunderbolts. Jeez. That was such a rough, like, it was such a rough thing. All right, so I think I just go for Thunderbolts here. If he goes for Toxic, that's probably like his best play, I would imagine. Does just nothing. Substitute. Interesting. We break a sub with a Thunderbolt. I'm gonna go ahead and assume he's sub-toxic, which is neat. But we'll be able to Thunderbolt, break the sub, Thunderbolt again. I'm assuming he's gonna go for Toxic here. Psychic, I don't think does it. Calm Mind. Now we go for Drill Peck. Which his defense is lower anyways, naturally, so maybe I should have been going for Drill Peck this entire time. I mean, this thing also just has the ability to kill me right now, probably. I probably also, I mean, he just goes for Psychic, right? Like every time. It would have been fantastic if that could have killed somehow. Do we live this? Yes, sir. All right, go for the drill peck. So do we win the game? Because I don't think he has anything left that really threatens me. I just get a roost on everything. Right? I think so. I'm not sure. I roost on... Actually, I'm just faster than everything. Do I Oko the rest of his team? What does he have left? He has the baby mama, so I roost on that. Because I can't just attack into it in case he suckers. So I roost on this. I Oko the rest of his team with Zapdos, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he has to go for an attack here. Like, he can't just... I think he has to go for an attack. I don't think he can just... I don't know. I don't know what else he can do, honestly. So I'm assuming he's gonna... Okay, good read. We should live this, though, for sure. Oh. Do I lose now? I think I might actually lose now. I mean, that was a great read on his end. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not. Maybe not. Like, there's still a shot for us, because we're gonna live one of anything from Mega Aerodactyl and Beedrill. Or Beedrill and Aerodactyl, not Mega Aerodactyl and Beedrill. So I think I go for the Outrage here. Does he have Sucker? Does he have Sucker Punch? No. Okay, so this thing dies. I should have just gone for the attack. I was too scared to Sucker Punch. Had I just gone for Thunderbolt, I won this game with Zapdos. But still, that paralysis, like, that's gonna haunt me. Because under zero circumstances should that have been an issue. So this thing might... I still might be able to pull off a win with Tauros if we kill this thing now. If we kill this thing now, I might be able to pull off a win with Tauros. I can't do it with Gengar. It's, like, not possible. Yes, yes, yes. Please. I mean, this is going to be banking on Tauros waking up, of course. Okay. It's really, really all going to come down to, can we wake up? That's really what it's going to come down to. Because I think we can live 2 hits from Beedrill, but we definitely cannot live 3. Or not 2. We can live 1 is what I'm trying to say. I'm so upset. I also misplayed the Zapdos. Like, I should have just went for Thunderbolt there. I think that guaranteed us the win. I misplayed. I also didn't think that Kangaskhan would Oko. Like, I didn't think Kangaskhan would Oko Zapdos with EQ. I need my Tauros to wake up. Like, that's really all there is to it. And I don't think I can, actually. Uses Poison Jab. So now, I think it's going to come down to, does he have Drill Run? If he doesn't have Drill Run, Gengar could potentially... I don't know. I don't think it's possible. I'm going to go out into Gengar first. And just go for Shadow Ball. Like, I don't think I live a Drill Run if he has it, but if I do, if by some miracle I do... I mean, he has to have it, right? Like, it's so good against my team. If by some miracle I live, Shadow Ball might Oko. But I don't know. I didn't run this calc. I wish I had Psychic on Gengar right now. Or, like, Will-O-Wisp to burn it. Focus Energy? What? Does this thing live a Shadow Ball? It does. It lives 1. Why don't I have... Okay, what's the out here? I'm so confused by that line. Doesn't that just give me a shot? Like, what if I'd burned you? Does Drill Run always crit if you have a Focus Energy up? I don't know. All right, so I think I basically like have to get the first turn wake here, or I might just be dead. This thing might just be able to kill me from this range. I don't know. I'm gonna go for facade. Poison jab. If he gets a crit, I super die. All right, cool game. I'm salty. I can't even lie. I'm so salty because 9 out of 10 times we just win this game. And I get that it doesn't matter super a lot because I still make playoffs, but it makes my life harder because now I'm pretty sure I don't get the round 1 bye. It's whatever. I'm not going to harp on it. Elliot played really well. I don't get the focus energy play unless Joran always crits and it never kills Gengar without a crit. I don't know. I'm salty. I am salty. Elliot played really well, and I'm not mad at him, I guess. I mean, it's not that I guess I'm not mad at him. I'm trying to like narrow down, like pin down what internally I'm upset with. And right now I'm upset that I didn't just click Thunderbolts on the Kangaskhan because that also just wins us the game from that spot. But really, I'm mainly upset about the paralysis because Kingler gets a 6-0 sweep otherwise, because we're like locked into killing the Kangaskhan with Brick Break and nothing else can outspeed me, and I OHKO the rest of his team. So I am salty about that, and I'm sorry. I know this isn't like, I guess, good demeanor, but that's just so frustrating. Okay, it's Pokemon though, and it happens. That was a great game by Elliot though. He played really well, he prepped really well, so definitely go check him out. Links in the description. His battle will be the first link. You can tell me how I misplayed in the comment section. I will even heart your comment. Please like this video if you're excited to see us in the playoff run, because we are in the playoffs, and despite these past 2 weeks, I still think we have one of the most threatening teams in the league. I still think Tyler has like the absolute best team in the league, like hands down, but I think that our team, I think that Zapdos is nuts. I've come to that conclusion. Zapdos, and I think Mega Charizard X is also nuts. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, comment telling me how bad I am. Subscribe if you're new here. That would also be very much appreciated. And, you know, go check out Elliot. Follow me on Twitter. Links in my social in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute most. But I have to go, what is the opposite of salt? I have to go find some sweet food now to sort of like counteract the rising sodium levels in my body. Thanks so much for watching. I'm kind of done here. I gotta leave. Bye.
So tell me something, anything but nothing.